Welcome, people. Gain the ability to talk to anyone, even if you're an introvert. Oftentimes, people tell me that I have incredible speaking skills and people skills and that I can befriend anyone. But the truth is, even if I date back to, 2 years ago, I was what's considered an introvert. I was scared, nervous, and shy to talk to people. I'm 21 now, and honestly, at this point, I do feel like I can, befriend anyone. And I don't think I'm special. I don't think that I have a special talent or gift because, like I said just not too long ago, I was considered an introvert. So I did these things that I'm going to list out in this video today, and hopefully it can help you guys as well. Tip number 1, okay? And this is going to sound cliche, but it's to start talking to people more. Anytime you're in a situation where your mind is telling you no, like the anxiety takes over and no, don't talk to that person, that's the exact time you need to latch onto it like a leopard. Just jump on the opportunity and conquer and go talk to that person, even if the conversation's brief, okay? It can be about anything, but to make it easier, you can ask things about the other person, okay, on the receiving end. You could ask them where they're from, culturally, ethnically. You could ask them where they got, their gym shoes that you think it's nice, etc. So seek opportunities to practice, okay? Because you're going to have to. Speaking to people is like a skill. Like anything else, practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the more experience you gain, the better you get at it. And before you know it, you're able to spark up a conversation with anyone and connect with anyone. And this is very powerful. It's a very powerful skill to have because you can make connections anywhere in the world, in any situation, even if it's not, your forte, right? You're in a whole different culture. You're in a whole different place. Having good speaking skills gives you the ability to, blend in and seem like a local, if that makes sense. Local, it doesn't necessarily have to be in a new country, even a new work environment. The ability to just speak and be, charismatic with people, it gives off the vibe that, you're one of them. And it is very powerful because it helps you connect with people. It helps you open up doors. It helps you, get situations, put yourself in situations that you're seeking, opportunities. It's very powerful. Not only is it going to help you, attract a woman that you like, if you're a male watching this, but it's going to help you with other opportunities, anything in life. And so you must begin by just talking to more people. Seek the opportunity, the situation, the uncomfortable situation of talking to strangers, okay? Because this is where you're going to grow. It's that uncomfortable situation where you learn from it, you gain experience, and you improve. And every time you do it, you get better. Sometimes you may make a fool of yourself and embarrass yourself, and that's okay because those are the most teaching moments. And yeah, basically I like calling it going into the field. Just go out there, go to the mall, go to a park, go to the gym, and go try to make new friends, okay? Just go spark up a conversation. Maybe you're at the gym and you ask someone how many more sets you have. And then you can really quick, ask them, by the way, if you don't mind me asking, where are you from? Or, ethnically, what languages do you speak, etc. Or you can ask them where they got this, or what are they studying in school, or, anything. Just open up a conversation. And tip number 2, conversation tips, okay? Make the conversation about the receiving end, okay? I mentioned this briefly earlier, but make it about them, okay? Ask questions about them, okay? Don't speak about yourself. Let them ask you, okay? Because if they're reciprocating in the conversation, they will ask you those same questions back, or they will ask you further detailed questions. And that's how you know that the person is engaging and interested in the conversation and you're not annoying them, okay? If they don't reciprocate and they're more closed off, then just hit them with okay, it was nice meeting you, blah, 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 I'll see you around the gym, or I'll see you around. If they don't want to talk, that's okay. You don't have to force conversations upon people, okay? But more than likely, if they're engaging and they're reciprocating the energy, then you will be receiving the same questions back. But I want you to ask them first. You're the opener. You're going in and you're the catalyst to the conversation. Okay? And do this with people. You're going to gain the ability to assess, other people's energy in terms of if they're invested in the conversation or not, and if you are able to proceed to the next step, which would be getting their Instagram or, phone number. And I'm not talking about, not for the males, the men watching this, I'm not only talking about getting women. I'm talking about making friends. Okay, I've made very close friends inside the gym due to this, because I started talking to someone and I saw that they were reciprocating the energy, and I asked for their Instagram or their number. I was like, hey man, let's get a workout in sometime. And I've made very close friends like this, and in fact, I may be traveling with one of these friends across the world soon. Someone that I met from the gym, okay? So, I want you to ask questions that pique their interest about them, okay? Things that they like, things that they're doing, things that they're wearing, things that they believe in. Ask, okay? And you don't have to be too detailed, just assess the energy in the situation. Are they giving me back the same energy? Are they asking me the same questions? And this is really how you're going to come off as like, okay, charismatic, cool guy. Maybe someone wasn't in the mood to talk, and you're able to read that in the moment and be like, okay, have a nice day, blah, blah, blah. End it off right there. And yeah, you're going to gain lots of experience like this. So that's tip number 2. More so conversation tips, okay? Number 3, this is more on the physical. It's looking more presentable, okay? So something I used to do is I would dress however I want, anywhere, okay? And it's not necessarily a bad thing. You shouldn't care about what people think about you, except when your reputation, depends on it. And so, I'm not saying wear a suit to the gym, obviously, but just dress accordingly to the place you're going to. Like, I used to just dress like a complete bum, and going to places because I was like, man, I don't care what people think about me. But, as I got older and now I'm 21, I do think it's important to dress accordingly, to look presentable when you speak to people, okay? Because unfortunately, people are going to, judge you based off the way you look, okay? And yeah, maybe they're not the best people to be friends with, but you may be working with these people in a business setting. This may be an opportunity that you've been waiting for, and you being undressed for the situation or the scenario cuts you off the opportunity, okay? So it's just looking presentable, for men, men that are watching this, get your haircuts, dress well, etc. And, this will lead me to tip number 4, okay? Tip number 4, start working out. Start working out, okay? I have another video titled, You're Not Ugly, You Just Have Bad Habits. And I dive into this more there, but for the sake of, just sparking up conversations with random people, people scientifically are more likely to reciprocate and perceive someone, that works out, that takes care of themselves, they see them as a higher up. Unfortunately, that's how the world works today. But it shows that if you work out and you have a nice physique, it shows that you're a disciplined individual, because there's nothing you can do to achieve a nice physique except be disciplined. And that shows to people. It shows your work ethic, and it shows that you're able to consistently go to the gym. And again, this is another conversation starter, because not many people work out consistently. So when you walk into an establishment or, a birthday or something, and you're that one jacked guy there, you're gonna get attention, okay? And you're gonna be able to talk to people more. And something I noticed once I started working out consistently is people always ask me about my workouts. They ask me, and I help them out. I explain to them, and it's a conversation starter, and I didn't even have to start it, okay? So you're just gonna feel better overall as well. It's gonna help with your confidence. That was another thing, back when I was an introvert, I was shy, nervous, scared, and I was not confident, in my abilities to speak to people. But as I got, older, I gained a few years. I started working out, I started dressing nice, I started practicing my ability to speak. I gained the confidence, and now I feel like the sword is very sharp, if that makes sense. I call it sharpening the sword because, like I said, speaking to people is a skill, and you're gonna have to sharpen the sword and continue sharpening the sword forever. Because if you stop, the sword's gonna get dull, and you're gonna lose the ability to speak to people. And so, take the opportunity every time. Okay? So just to recap, tip number 1 was speak to people more. Okay? Put yourself out there in uncomfortable situations. Tell your friends to push you into these situations. Okay? I can give you a quick story time. One time I was in Mexico with some friends, and I had just started learning Spanish at the time. Okay? And I have, I actually learned to speak to people from this one friend that I was in Mexico with. And I saw a pretty girl in the store we were in, and I was, running the Spanish in my head because I have to think before I speak because I had just started learning it. And I was like, man, how do I approach her? I want to go get her number. And my friend, like the madman he just told the girl, and he's fluent in Spanish, he told the girl, he's like, hey, my friend thinks it's cute, he wants to talk with you. It basically just threw me in the situation. And, if he hadn't done that, maybe I wouldn't have ended up talking to the girl. And after he did that, I talked to the girl, I did get her number. And, I have to be grateful for the people that surround me. So, that's another tip, actually. This is a huge tip. I don't know how I forgot this one, but surround yourself with other people that are good at speaking. Okay? You surround yourself with, confident individuals that are able to spark up conversations with anyone. You are going to start doing that too. And you're going to be put in scenarios where you have to speak. Like I just gave you this quick story time of when I was in Mexico. And now when I go out I have introvert friends, that I'm trying to help out, improve their speaking skills. And when I'm out with them, they see me just speaking with random people, getting random people's Instagrams, making friends with everyone. And sometimes they get caught up in the conversation forcefully, even when they don't want to, because they were with me and I started speaking to someone, and, they don't want to just stand there. So they're forcefully in the conversation. And in the moment, it's uncomfortable. Afterwards, they're grateful because they just had an experience with a stranger and they got out of their comfort zone. And so, very important to surround yourself with individuals that are good at the thing you want to learn. Okay? And this is a general tip in life. Not only speaking. Surround yourself with people that are good at the things you want to learn. Okay? So, one of my best friends has always been like this. He's always had good speaking skills, and I picked it up from him over time. Okay? So, that, I think, caps it off. I will make another video more specifically for, attracting women, for my male audience. Yeah. But to be a charismatic individual and, conversate with anyone, follow the tips I just said. Tip 1, speak with more people. Practice, put yourself in those situations. Tip number 2, use the conversation tips. Make the conversation about them, regarding them, ask questions about them. If they reciprocate, then continue and you can proceed to the next step. If they don't, then tell them have a nice day and just move on with your day. It's okay. You're not going to win all of them. Number 3 is dressing well and looking presentable. Number 4, having a nice physique, working out consistently. Eating healthy is part of that, because you'll have glowing skin. And number 5, I forgot what number 5 was. But number 6, I believe, was surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals. Or was that number 5? I don't know. But yeah, surround yourself with people that are good at the things you want to be good at. So I'm sure you have that one friend that is good at speaking with people, and begin hanging out with them more and tell them that you want to improve at speaking with people. and tell them that you want to be put in those situations, okay? And that basically wraps up the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Muchísimo gracias. Y like always, I shall show you guys the view at the end of the video. Beautiful, beautiful day. Yeah, they actually trimmed the grass up here, so as you can see, it's all short. But I found a little spot over here that still has the tall grass. My usual filming spot's over there though. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope that you gained value from this video. I love you, and keep working on yourself, okay? Have a beautiful day, a beautiful human being. Bye bye.